Do you know what you'll see if you look up the word podcast in the dictionary?
A picture of us.
No, the definition of a podcast, you fucking idiot.
Stay tuned for Burnaflick.
Okay, welcome to Burnaflick. We're Burnaflick. Myself, Jonah, Zach, and we're going to talk about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang today. I watched this, I think in high school. Might have been a little bit after high school. Maybe like on during like a summer when I came back from college.
This movie is 2005?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't see it like when it came out. I saw it like way after.
Oh, I thought you were just that old.
I am that old, but I'm not that old.
You're not.
That sentence doesn't make sense. But yeah, I think this might have been after like Civil War came out, and I was really looking more into like Robert Downey Jr.'s like other work, and this came up, and then I watched it.
This came up in Not Weird Science?
No, what's weird? I don't even know what weird.
It's like
Science is.
OG Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, is he like a little kid in it?
Bill Paxton? I
Yeah,
think?
he's like a teenager.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
literally, it's 1980s.
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. definitely has like a Matthew Broderick vibe about him, like a teenagey kind of vibe.
He was definitely like he looks exactly the same. He's just a little older looking. You know what I mean? You know how people
Yeah.
sometimes get older and they don't look the same when
They
they're
look
young?
different.
He just looks the same. I think it's like the structure of his face.
I think so.
Yeah.
Going back to Matthew Broderick vibe, I think Matthew Broderick doesn't have his own vibe. I think Robert Downey Jr. has the Ferris vibe.
Oh, yeah, you're
Because
right.
Matthew Broderick
Yeah.
now is like he just seems like a slimy old man.
That's
Like he just
Wait,
seems
what's the
really
last-
awkward.
What's the last thing he's been in?
that's
Tower Heist?
J-Law movie.
Wait,
The new
no.
one. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, there's like a
Isn't he
movie on
Joe
Netflix about like pharmaceutical companies.
No Hard Feelings, I think.
Well, there's that one,
Yeah.
and then there's also a pharmaceutical company one on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know.
What, like a documentary?
No,
Or,
it's like a
like pharmaceutical drama.
it's like a I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't watched Netflix since they took
Okay.
away the password sharing.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
I mean, you could technically sign on to Netflix, the website, through like the computer.
No, I do that. It's just a pain in
Um,
the ass to connect the HDMI to my computer.
I agree. Yeah. It's
Unless I get like a Chromecast.
they're just greedy corporate assholes.
Yeah, like it's probably because
Yeah.
they're hemorrhaging money from all their failed projects.
All they have to do
Garbage.
is just sit back and collect subscription payments. I guess it's more complicated than that.
Greedy corporate assholes like
How do-
film producers,
Oh yeah, those
Like-
guys.
like in the movie
Like
we
in the
watched.
movie.
Like Harlan what's the guy's name? Harlan
Harlan-
something.
Starts with a V.
Wexler. That sounds like a Wexler? Kim Wexler.
The
Better
Kim
call
Wexler.
Saul.
Better call Saul.
Um
Vexen.
I don't know.
Vexer.
Harlan's like a bad guy name though.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever met like a Harlan Harlan?
Harlan.
Me neither.
Harlan.
Harlan Williams was a comedian,
Oh.
but I don't know.
I
Was
wanna
he a
s-
good comedian?
I want to say when the bad guy was fully
Yeah.
revealed in this movie, like I wasn't aware.
I wasn't aware of many things, and this is the second time I watched it.
Yeah, it was. We can start from the beginning. How about that?
Oh yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Like, it's thinking about like trying to synthesize a summary that's like succinct. That's a lot of S words I just said. I can't. It's hard for me to come up with something because I don't think this movie is very. This movie's a little messy. I
Yeah.
kind of feel like, and I think what carries me or what like. Because I remember really liking it the first time I watched it. I think what kind of carried that positive vibe for me was just the acting and like the happy-go-lucky like buddy cop like vibe of the movie between Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. And also like the vibe between Robert Downey Jr. and Michelle Monaghan. They have a lot of chemistry. And like I think that the relationships is kind of what drives the movie, less so than the plot. Because I'm trying to think of like what's the fucking plot, and I can't really. Or well, Robert Downey Jr. He's like a ne'er do well. He's stealing toys and like DVDs and shit. Um, during a heist, something goes wrong. This lady out of nowhere shoots his partner. He gets wounded. He runs away from the cops, stumbles into a casting call for like a Law and Order-esque type TV show, and he, I guess, gets the part. The casting director likes him, and he says, "Hey, I want you for this other thing. You need to get trained on how to be a good private investigator for this part. I'm going to hire a real private investigator that you can shadow so that you can learn how to act, research the role." And then enter Val Kilmer, the real private investigator. And then he kind of just tags along with him. I don't know how Michelle Monaghan plays into it. What's her deal?
She struggling actress.
Oh, yep, struggling actress.
I think it was supposed to like give the whole Los Angeles vibe.
Yeah,
I've never been to Los Angeles. All I
Me
know
neither.
about it is from movies and people talking about it on television. Is it like that in real life? Maybe. Who knows? But like they're talking about, yeah, she's a struggling actress in Los Angeles,
mm-hmm.
but her and Harry knew each other as kids.
Oh yeah.
She was their best friends growing up, and he was essentially the cucked best.
Oh, he was the friend zoned friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they
very
both grew up in Indiana.
Who dat?
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
like we said, the movie's messy. It is. I will say, just like the plot, I was watching this movie, and I'm 27 years old, and
This is not your first time watching.
No, this isn't.
Yeah.
My first time watching it, I think I was like 13 or 14,
Mm.
and I stumbled across it when I was at the library, and I got a DVD.
Yeah.
I got a DVD at the library, and I saw, oh, it was Robert Downey Jr. This is like, I love Iron Man. This is a good actor. This is before I really liked movies, like really watched them, but I would go to the library, get books and DVDs and whatever.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I really couldn't understand. I almost thought it was like, the only thing is like I thought Michelle Monaghan was hot.
She is hot.
And I liked Iron Man, and
Yeah.
I just really couldn't understand it. And now here I am, at 27 years old, almost 14 years later, and I still don't really understand. I understand it enough to know that they're trying to solve a murder.
Yeah.
And that's it. And but I'm trying to figure out where they get their clues. Like, how are they understanding this? The part with the underwear, and like she looks at underwear, and then boom, she had a clue.
Brain blast.
Brain blast. I'm like, what am I missing here? I think the saving grace, in my humblest opinion, are the quippiness.
Yeah.
Quips.
Yeah.
The funny. I think Val Kilmer carries the whole thing with the funniness, and then you have Robert Downey Jr. with the
He's the goofball.
goofball dickhead.
Val Kilmer's a straight man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Gay Perry.
Get.
Gay Perry.
Gay Perry and Harry.
I forgot that he was like a gay character in this movie.
It was kind of ambiguous though. Until the end.
I don't think it was ambiguous.
No, he made it pretty clear.
Yeah, around the end, sure.
What are you
Throughout the
talking
whole-
about?
His name was Gay.
No, I know that he was gay. That
was his whole nickname.
That's
No, I know he was gay.
What do you mean ambiguous?
It's ambiguous because like he doesn't come off as like showing that he doesn't do anything that's
he
I'm
throughout the whole movie, every time he sees a guy, he likes to like, yeah, I would fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I wouldn't fuck that guy, or I'm surprised that guy's doesn't know he's gay yet.
okay. There's that part. He said, or Chuck, or
Chuck Chutney.
Chuck Chutney.
Oh, yeah, that guy's
gay. Because he knows just from the way they walk what their names are.
Yeah.
Turns out he was wrong though.
Why was he wrong?
We'll get to that later.
Oh, because Michelle Monaghan. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, that was also their teenagers, so
who really knows? But
I want to meet this Chuck Chutney and make sure he's gay.
I feel
Yes.
like Harry's kind of an incel. I know he got laid during the movie,
Yeah.
but he has such a
I know exactly what you're kind of getting at. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, where the
He's
part
he's
the
a woman
spider-
hater.
Oh,
He definitely has. This is during the time where um I feel like a lot of incel type characters are in like movies.
Yeah.
Where they kind of rag on like guys that are more successful women. They rag on women who see a lot of guys. And there is a slight sense of like chip on your shoulder, like I deserve a hot woman because list XYZ reason. And there's a little bit of that. And in this movie, they really like I feels like the movie gives Harry a lot of points for not sexually assaulting women when they're sleeping, and like that's like baseline decency. But the
Yeah.
movie's like, wow, what a great guy.
Yeah.
He didn't grope her.
or try to
Yeah.
protect her.
And then there's
bathroom.
that one scene where that I thought I had a hat on. Oh my god. There's that one scene where that one dude at the party does grope Michelle Monaghan, and then like Robert Downey Jr. like comes to her defense. Obviously, she's sleeping, has no idea what's going on, and he gets into a fight with the dude. The dude like fucking kicks his shit in. But the whole thing's played for laughs, but that underlying sentiment of the nice guy that deserves the hot girl but like doesn't get the hot girl, that whole vibe is there. And I think it's there's a lot of movies like that,
Yeah.
especially during this time.
Mm.
I think I don't want to knock the movie for that because it was just a product of its time.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
interesting how
showing basic human decency as like a
Oh, yeah.
a plus.
yeah
Like no, you don't get you don't in the day we live in now. Like, at
But
least
like
now.
back then, that's how it was. Like it's crazy because back then's like 2006, but also 2006 is almost like 18 years ago. So
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of back then.
Someone you're passed out, someone grabbed your tits. No biggie. That's the world you live in. It's not no biggie. It's a very biggie.
Yeah. I think Shane Black has definitely matured as a director because when I was watching this, I felt like I was watching like a proto Nice Guys.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like the whole movie, I'm just like, this is the Nice Guys, just like a less polished version of it.
Yep.
And I think he does like I don't think Nice Guys has a lot of the main characters. There's no major like female main character. There's the kid. The kid is really the only
Mhm.
main female character in that movie. But even still, I didn't get a incel vibe from the Nice Guys. I definitely think he's matured as a writer and director. I don't know if he wrote it. I think he wrote it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. He definitely directed.
Shane Black did Nice Guys.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you think?
Actually, I could be wrong about that. I'm 92% sure they did the Nice Guys.
Wow, specific.
Yeah.
Do you think they do it a lot for movies? I know they make sometimes the same movie twice in a year.
Mm-hmm.
That happens all the time. Look at White House Down or Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh yeah.
Like that's just one example of the many there probably are. But do you think they do that a lot for movies where they see this movie had potential? There's something there.
Did something else similar come out around this time?
No. I'm talking about The Nice Guys
Oh, okay.
or Nice Guys. And when you think about it, it's like, oh, this movie had potential and it didn't do too well, but they still shelve it afterwards because they want to come back to it later and it has a good premise. We're gonna recycle that premise to something else,
Oh,
and that's what you're talking about. Do you think they do a lot of movies and they do so well sometimes that you don't even notice it?
Well, I think also it is Shane Black.
Okay,
hell
that's-
yeah.
Yeah, so you-
yes.
That's exactly
Did it.
All right, now it 100%. But no, I think that's like this type of movie is kind of like it's already in a genre like the LA noir like crime
Yes.
flick. This just adds that comedic stick to it.
Mhm.
And same thing with like the nice guys. Um, L.A. Confidential. That's what when I was watching this, I'm like, I was thinking back to like L.A. Confidential and like all like the celebrities gone missing and stuff like that. And what was it? I think it's also like a private eye, and like the straight man is like a new detective, and they're like going through Los Angeles trying to like find out these crimes, and turns out it's like this movie producer. So, yeah.
I don't like how the introduction between Harry and Perry, there was no pre-introduction to what they're doing. He just one day rolled into his car with him, and then started doing stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how we were introduced to Gay Perry.
Yeah.
Like, you hear about him, like they probably talk about him,
Yeah.
but I got movies do that too. But I think they didn't work here. Personally, I think maybe they had
you're
some
right.
prior introduction,
Yeah.
and then maybe they had a rapport to build on beforehand. Then you could see how you would then contemplate how they would react together in the actual job, and then we're just thrown into it. Perry thinking Harry's an idiot. Perry thinking Harry is some insubordinate guy. He won't listen to what he's saying. We'll shut the fuck up. He's all about what he has to say, not what the professional has to say. Had he not had he been thinking clearly or listening to what he said, a lot of stupid things wouldn't have happened.
Was there a scene for like Perry just like before he met Robert Downey Jr.'s character, before he met Harry?
Yeah.
There was.
What was it just like?
He came in to talk with I think the casting director or something, the guy that brought Robert Downey Jr. to the West Coast.
Yeah. But that wasn't like a big it wasn't like a character introducing like
No, if you didn't know it was Val Kilmer, you'd think it was just some guy
another
talking.
guy.
Yeah, there wasn't like,
Yeah, no.
yeah, this is Gay Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of
Tell
weak.
how gay he is.
Cause the nice guys, both Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, they get their whole ass sequence, and you get introduced to who this guy is, what he's about, what his like character personality's like, and then they meet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I think the movie's supposed to be kind of sporadic
Hmm.
because Robert Downey Jr. is narrating the whole movie anyway. It's coming from his perspective, and I think
Forgot about that.
That's true.
that's like his whole character's like thing is being
Yeah.
everywhere. And
I bet
Yeah.
I bet you can argue that's exactly the point of the writing all along. That's what they wanted, but I think fell on deaf ears in a way because
I don't think they landed it.
They
very
didn't
well.
land
Yeah.
It just didn't.
that probably is exactly what they were going for.
Mm.
The story, like, oh, here's a story, but here's a story from somebody in real life telling a story. Not everybody is that intricate or articulate with what they're talking about. Me, particularly, when I tell a story, I go on forever, and I go back forward. I can't do that. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I
And
definitely
there are people out there who can tell a story pretty well, like
Mhm.
Kane, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what he's going for, and and I'm assuming that's exactly what you're saying was what they're going for, but they just couldn't land it. They just didn't. Maybe they weren't. They were throwing something at a wall and seeing if it stuck there, and it just didn't.
I liked some of the fourth wall breaks, but I think it was a little confusing for me
Yeah.
because it made me think that, well, maybe like everything going on is the movie he auditioned for. Like I thought,
Oh, that's going way deep.
yeah, I thought he was like just like everything playing out. Like I thought like it was gonna end, and they're like, oh yeah, that was a great shot, awesome, like great movie. You guys killed it.
All right, that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Might as well have been a dream.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I thought it was. And then when it ended with them actually like solving the crime after not really solving the crime,
They Deus Ex Machina the shit out of it. They threw it out there.
it turns out everyone diddles everybody.
It turns out it's nothing what we were looking for, but we figured out anyway.
Also, your sister actually did just kill herself.
Yeah.
She wasn't murdered. She was just sad.
There's no mystery there. She did it.
All right. I'm a roll out.
Later.
The fourth wall breaks. Yeah, I'd say Yeah, it's just not fun anymore. It's just not cool to see fourth wall breaks anymore.
Well, it was then.
Yes. I agree. But yeah, it just doesn't hit these days. Also,
Unless you're Deadpool.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe Deadpool. With every like little, because the fourth wall break is kind of that, it's a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
But if you play it right, then yeah, it could work. I just don't think most of them in this movie work. Like for the one, do you remember like in the beginning when they're showing the magic trick,
Yeah.
and then they go back to that kid scene with the magic trick, and
Two extras.
and the two extras there in the frame, and like, get the fuck out of the way, and then I'm just like, this is
Unnecessary.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? There's like one other one that was
The
like,
one where they like, oh, everyone comes back to life, and they bring in everyone that died in
yeah.
the movie, including like Abraham Lincoln.
Elvis comes in. He's
Yeah.
like, get out
oh
of here.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something like that could have worked if it was done better, I guess.
I do like how they are self-referential in that they're talking about the 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 crime books. What's the guy's name?
Something Gossamer.
It's Johnny Gossamer.
Johnny Gossamer.
Yeah.
The Johnny Gossamer crime novels, where like in every Johnny Gossamer movie or a book, the main character gets tortured and then he shoots like 16 guys. And then like at that point in the movie, like that hadn't happened yet. I'm like, wait, does he get tortured and does he shoot 16 guys later in the movie? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And later he got tortured. I don't think he shot 16 guys.
He shot three guys.
Shot quite a,
Well,
yeah.
shot five. Killed 5 people, definitely.
Yeah.
At 2 accident, or 1 on purpose, 1 accidentally,
Yeah.
and then 3 purposely. No, 2 purposely. No, 4 people.
I don't fully understand near the end that one orderly, like thug, the black orderly who like, and then he tries to like Russian roulette him with the revolver, but like, I don't.
For last.
Was that orderly guy a Harlan thug
Yeah.
or like?
Yeah.
He had a gun on him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that's
They
what's.
took the gun from
I
him.
think that's what
I
he's
just-
supposed to be.
I just thought he was some orderly at the
Yeah.
mental health hospital who was like, wait, who's this guy?
You got out.
Hey.
You're going back in.
Yeah.
You know, in movies, they always have the guy, the gun's right behind him, but professionals will on a nice 5-foot distance. It's like, yeah, why? So this doesn't happen. Takes his gun, and then, of course, Robert Downey Jr. Harry also grabbed a gun because he has sleight of hand
Yeah.
technique because he was a magician as a kid, though. So I mean, they didn't reference him as a magician as an adult to where he probably stayed true as a magician. Yeah, he said
Yeah.
I was a magician, but we didn't know him as a magician. We knew him as a thief. So which
Right.
is it? I mean, then again, he probably has thief powers from
Thief sleight of hand.
Yeah.
thief sleight.
Pickpocketing sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Skill level 100.
Do you guys remember the scene where he's trying to impress Michelle Monaghan at the bar and he's doing like a trick and he's like a napkin or something, and then the camera clearly cuts and then he does the trick and I'm like, that was a cut. That's not a trick. You're bad. You're bad and your trick is bad and you should feel bad.
Definitely.
I really liked Michelle Monaghan's character. I liked how slutty she was, and I liked how the movie didn't like try to make her. They just went with it, and I don't know. I can't think of a movie that Michelle Monaghan is really like stand out. She doesn't really stand out in. I literally can't think of a single
I
movie,
think the first movie I saw her in was Eagle Eye.
which was not a good movie. Yeah, I remember Eagle Eye. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of any movie where she stood out either, or else she would be a.
I really like her in this though. I think they wrote her like really funny. Yeah. And she's really hot. She's like really, really hot in this. I don't think I thought of her as like a super hot actress until I rewatched it yesterday. And then I realized, wow, she is hot. She's super hot. and they don't shy away from like the boobies, which is cool, because she is very attractive. But I just really liked her, I guess, flightiness.
The Mission Impossible
And-
franchise.
Was she in that?
She's Ethan Hunt's wife.
What?
Yeah. She was in
Wait, from like
True Detective.
she wasn't in.
Season
Oh
1.
yeah, she was in True Detective. That's right. That's
Source
right.
Code.
Another bad movie.
Um.
That's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Yeah. The Heartbreak Kid.
Don't know
we
what
don't
that
need
is.
to go there.
No, we don't need to go there. I mean, yeah, whatever. But yeah, all these movies. she's
She
good.
deserves better movies. I think she's a really good actress. Maybe I just need to see more Michelle Monaghan movies.
Could be
Yeah.
past her prime, possibly. Who knows?
Oh, I don't think so. No, there's a lot of like older actresses that are like doing like, really cool TV shows these days.
Yeah, but they also. Oh, are you talking about older actresses in general who are good, but they're not in the limelight?
Yeah. Like for example, Carey Mulligan and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Wait, what? Do you have opinions on Maggie?
I don't like her either.
Oh my, you don't like any of the Gyllenhaals?
No.
Okay.
Gyllenhaal.
Who else? Kate Winslet. She did a cop show like last year, 2 years ago. It was really good. Yeah.
You don't.
I definitely think there's space for her to shine.
You gonna watch True Detective season 4?
Is she in it?
No, but it's gonna be what's her name from Taxi Driver?
Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster, yeah, Jodie
Oh,
Foster.
Jodie Foster's also really good.
I was thinking about Queen Latifah. She was in Taxi.
Oh.
Taxi, yes. I think it was Jimmy Fallon's
Yeah.
one shot
Yeah.
movies.
And he blew it.
I don't think I have seen Taxi.
It's okay.
Okay.
Good man.
It's actually
Okay.
fine.
Oh. All right. I'll continue living my life then.
He's
Wait,
like,
is it that bad?
Well, it's not great.
Oh
"It's
God.
not great.
Okay. Doesn't Queen Latifah have an Academy Award?
She does.
Yeah, I heard on the radio that she has
It's
like
not
all
her fault.
4. Oh,
It's not her fault.
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's that bad. I mean, I think there's a lot of like actors and actresses that make like the jump between like music and Hollywood and everything else, and
Yeah.
not all of them can pull it off. And I think she does like a halfway decent job. I mean,
That's why
I
I
don't
said it
know.
wasn't her fault. She's
Yeah.
actually, I think she's a good actress. I think she just hasn't gotten a lot of roles recently. Maybe she doesn't want. She's not trying, possibly.
I think she did the Equalizer series on ABC.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't.
I didn't know that was series.
Yeah,
I mean, it originally was a series
Yeah.
and then became a movie.
And then Denzel became the guy.
yeah,
well, a lot of old actors are kind of taking up the reins and be like, ugh, if Liam Neeson can do it, I can do it.
Time to be an old action star.
Yeah,
I mean, good for them. Yeah. I mean, I think old people are underrated. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think some are. I mean, look at
Yeah.
Meryl Streep. She's not underrated.
What did I say?
Old people are underrated. You said.
Oh yeah, well, I guess what I'm saying is like, I actually have no idea what I'm saying. I just like seeing old people do well. All right, is that
There are a lot of them that do
that's-
well. There's some of them that just
Yeah,
don't. I think at one point, then there's people like David Harbour who apparently, I didn't know this, but he was
yeah. Oh,
in-
Stranger Things, David Harbour.
yeah
Okay.
he was in what's it called, Quantum of Solace in 2008, way before.
It's like the most forgettable.
yeah.
it is. It
I'm
is.
like,
but,
I'm
Daniel
trying to, like-
Craig.
but he was
James
in a
Bond.
movie in 2008 before he blew up.
What was
kind
his
of-
role? Was he
was-
just like a thug?
He was in the CIA working with what's his
Oh,
name?
Jeffrey
Felix.
Wright.
Felix, yeah. Felix Redder.
The guy who sucks at poker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm bleeding chills. I'll stake you right now. As long as CIA gets to bring him in. No, he said bring him in.
Hey, have you guys finished Westworld?
No,
No?
couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, no, me neither.
It's too crazy. I don't understand Jonathan Nolan's writing. I don't think anybody really does. This guy's like, I'm going to take my quantum physics degree
Yeah.
and then put it into my writing. He literally got a degree in quantum physics
I-
just to write Interstellar.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. Okay, so I know that like I like I didn't know he was part of. I thought they kicked him off. I thought they did. Jonathan Nolan. He wrote most of season 1 and then part of season 2, and then did he stick around for like?
Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I watched
Yeah.
the first 2 seasons.
I could be completely
a
wrong.
year
By
and
the
a
way.
half ago, maybe.
I like season 1. I think they just should have stopped with 1 season, but that's just my opinion.
It's kind of difficult because there's so many. They're still doing it. I think they're on hiatus right now from after season 4.
I heard it got canceled.
That hiatus canceled.
Same thing.
Something that keeps people from thinking that it's over. I don't know, but I think it's too crazy, and I think it's too much going on there.
Yeah.
And first season was interesting, and then it got too intricate for my understanding.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was, whenever I see Jeffrey Wright, I just think of Westworld now. So yeah.
I think of James Bond. Definitely.
Yeah.
007.
Quantum of Solace. I remember. That's the first movie I saw Olga Kurylenko in it.
Yeah.
And I thought she was gorgeous. I really
She plays a Bolivian.
yeah, no. Like she must have gotten like a crazy tan for that, cuz like I saw her in other movies and she's not as tan. Like I really dig that look in Quantum of Solace. And I think the unfortunate thing is I don't think she's a very good actress. I think that's the downside, because I saw her in other films. She was actually in a Terrence Malick film, and like absolutely forgettable. It's a shame.
I want to say Quantum of Solace. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Goldmember.
No.
Goldfinger. The movie Goldfinger, which was one of the
It's one of the older ones.
one of the older ones.
Yeah.
He makes love to his woman, and then later on he finds her dead, covered in gold.
Oh yeah,
And
the same thing happens.
She's it's
Covered
gold
in
oil.
Oil.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is dumb.
Isn't she like wrapped up in a hammock?
No, that's the first movie. That was the first Bond.
Oh, never mind.
In Casino Royale.
Dude, these beautiful women just dropping like flies in these James Bond movies.
I think that's the rite of passage. You're a Bond woman.
Yeah, that's true.
Either you die or you're just not in the next movie.
Die or see yourself to become the. Is that the quote? No, that's not the quote. You either live long enough to either you die a hero,
or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
either you die a sexy Bond villain, or you wait. No,
We'll be back.
we can move on from this.
Back to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. How was
Yeah.
that? Gay Perry. I think they had a really personally. Him
Yeah.
and Robert Downey Jr. had a good chemistry, working with each other, back and forth banter.
Mhm.
The bickering and the witty banter between the two.
I think that's like a winning combination in any movie, like a straight man and an idiot. And then the straight man just being mad at the idiot for being stupid.
yes.
Well, I think Val Kilmer, that's always kind of been his bread and butter, being like almost like a antagonizing straight man.
Okay.
I mean, like Iceman from Top Gun.
Yeah.
What was it? Doc Holliday from Tombstone.
Definitely, that's true. Matter of fact, I just rewatched Tombstone the other day.
Yeah.
I get Tombstone mixed up with this other one.
Wyatt Earp.
No, the Clint Eastwood one.
The Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
No, the one he directed. Unforgiven.
Unforgiven?
I get Tombstone and Unforgiven mixed up all the time. I'm actually not too familiar with Val Kilmer's work. I saw Top Gun a long time ago on VHS at home. Don't remember any of it. But yeah, he showed up in Top Gun Maverick, and I'm like, wow, this guy sucks at talking. It's super mean. Yeah. But no, obviously he had some sort of condition, and but
That's in real life too.
yeah, no, I feel bad about that. No, I don't. But I should feel bad about that comment. It's very insensitive to his physical ailments.
You don't even feel bad about anything.
Nah, he's richer than me. Fuck him. But What am I
had those-
saying?
you're saying if you had those
Yeah.
ailments because you're not as rich as him, you wouldn't be able to live at 62 years
No,
old.
no, that's not anywhere near close to what I was trying to say.
No, that's what you meant.
Val Kilmer's filmography.
But that's a good point.
I think Val Kilmer played.
Yeah.
I think he played like a dirty cop in Kill the Irishman.
Was Kill the Irishman? Is that a Pierce Brosnan movie?
I don't think I've seen that one.
It had Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken was like a mob boss.
Oh, never mind.
And this Irish dude was like taking down like the Italian mob in Ohio or something like that.
Wait, is that Suicide Kings?
No. Kill the Irishman's the name of the movie.
Oh, because Suicide Kings also had Christopher Walken, who was a mob
Mob boss.
Oh.
I mean, he does.
Are we
play a
talking
lot
about
mob
King of New York, where Christopher Walken plays a mob boss?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Or,
he play a mob boss in what's the one where he's like you're part eggplant? What's
Oh,
that?
geez, that's oh my gosh,
Beautiful. Oh my God.
No. I thought that was
He's a mob boss in that one too.
yeah.
That's gonna kill me now.
In Seven Psychopaths, he gets killed
By
by
the
the mob.
By the mob.
Yeah, by a mob guy.
Would you consider Batman Returns him being Max Streck, the type of mob boss?
Joe Dirt.
Joe
Oh,
Dirt.
man.
This guy's the king of mob bosses.
Yeah, he's got the mob boss economy on lock.
No. I don't care. God. Seven Psychopaths, great movie.
Dude, he's gonna die one day. That's gonna be sad.
Damn.
Yeah, he's old.
He lives in. I think he lives in Rhode Island.
Oh,
Does he?
Yeah,
So-
Block Island.
like Rhode Island is known for mobs.
Yeah,
isn't
True Romance.
True Romance.
True Romance.
Yeah, he
that's
plays a mob
what it
boss in True Romance.
was. Yeah. Is there a mob boss in this movie? No, it's just a Hollywood. It's just. I guess in like
You could technically say Harlan's a
mob boss.
Definitely. You can
boss of a mob.
He's a film producer, right?
Yeah.
It'd be funny if like all those thugs were just actors. You'll get it. I'll give you this role. Just like beat up this guy for me. And
They gave him a
just
chance to go to
flexing
New
as
York
producer.
twice. They let him leave twice.
Hmm.
RDJ, Harry.
Wait, what?
His character, they're sending him like, you're no longer welcome in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that was a funny line because I'm like, these two guys are speaking for the entire city.
Yeah.
Like, I could just kill you too, you know? Oh, wait. I did.
What happened when near the end where they get into this gunfight? It looked like they both got shot with the same bullet. Is that what happened, or was I seeing it wrong? Because like it looked like they were like right next to each other, like right next to each other.
What scene are you talking about?
Near the end.
Yeah, where Val Kilmer and Robert
Yeah,
Downey
Perry
both got
Perry
shot.
gets shot, but then like he clearly gets shot because he reacts, but I don't see any wound on him. And then a wound appears on Robert Downey Jr.'s on Harry, and Harry's like next to him, and like
If you look, when you're talking about when Val Kilmer's laying down on the street,
no, like no.
near the end where they escape
No,
again.
they get out of a car and they get shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
after the crash and everything, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then Val Kilmer's laying down on the street, laying there, and then Robert Downey Jr. takes his gun
Yeah.
and runs away. Val Kilmer had a bullet wound right here on his lower. I was looking for one. He had a bullet
Oh.
wound on his stomach.
Okay. No, but what I was wondering is it didn't okay. It just didn't it seemed weird cuz like I feel like Val Kilmer got shot on one side and then Robert Downey Jr. who's like off to his left, like I think he gets shot like here or something.
He got shot in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like the bullet went here through Val Kilmer, it veered off to the left and went through Robert Downey Jr.
Through his book. too.
Oh yeah,
He had a
through his book.
He had a book right here.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But look at that. I guess it didn't. he's like, oh, funny
That's Shane
thing.
Black for you.
Shows her the bugs. Like, oh, he protected you, and she puts a finger through it. It's like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah. That's that type of joke I really like. It's just kind of like slapstick, and he's really good with that. And one thing that I remember from The Nice Guys, like right off the beginning, I think it's one of the earliest scenes. You get introduced to Ryan Gosling's character, and he's breaking
Yes.
through the glass, and he wraps his hand with a cloth to protect himself from the glass, and he just still cuts his, and then he's like, "Oh fuck." I thought that shit's so funny.
Was it jarring to see like his finger get cut off? And you're like, oh, did not.
I totally forgot that happened. I didn't think that would happen. And the fact that like they just kept rolling with him and his finger, like his finger had like a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
A lot of like physical jokes, which I appreciated.
Fingerprints are in the dog. They're not gonna comb the dog for fingerprints. Like, no, the finger that has my prints is in the dog. Oh wait, I think we're good.
Yeah. It's not a problem anymore.
That's good.
See, the movie is funny. It has such it
Yeah.
has a bunch of funny little
Moments
that really
morsels.
would keep
Yeah.
you interested.
Yeah.
Because the dialogue is there. I like it. It's purely though because of
Dude, imagine if the plot made sense. Oh my god, dude, this movie would be amazing.
still critically it did good though. Still,
Yeah. No, I think that's testament to the writing. It's testament to the acting. And just how like charismatic everyone is in this movie.
that's
'cause-
what I always say. Like,
yeah.
a movie can have bad writing,
Mhm.
but still be good if it has good acting and good music.
Yeah.
A movie can be good if it has good writing and good acting, but not good music. And if it has good music and good writing but bad acting, it could still be watchable. Truly,
You just said a lot of words just now.
it's like the
I
smoke
yeah.
the capability, opportunity, intent.
Okay, now I get it. Thanks. Thank you.
the triangle of sadness.
Jeez.
Wait, what actually is? It's the fire tetrahedron.
That's
Yeah.
isn't that four things?
We're
yeah.
we're gonna come out with a PowerPoint.
Yeah, I'll make it.
Whole presentation.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We'll
I
add
actually
it in
might-
post.
I actually might do that. Those are people can you guys understand what I mean.
Burn a flick.
Just post it to our Instagram, the fire tetrahedron, the force protection triangle. Just
But
yeah.
for movies, people understand, right?
Yeah.
That actually might be a good idea. I'm doing that. I got 3 days left of free time.
How much free? I don't have any. I'm stand down's over. I'm actually going on leave next week, so stand down is temporarily over for me. So I'm going back on leave.
I'm job searching, so I'm not at work.
You're not a real person at work. Like we don't.
Oh yeah, you get out in March?
No, he gets out next month.
Oh my god, dude, it's awesome. You should get a no shave. Yes. You should get a no shave shit. Just get ahead of the schedule.
No, I wanna keep it clean. Just so like if I have any like in-person interviews, I'm not looking like a homeless person.
Yes.
What are you trying to work? Yeah, we can talk about it later. Never mind.
Does Ciara have an opinion on your facial hair?
Yeah, she wants it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Does Hannah have an
She
opinion?
does not want me to have
No bueno. Okay.
But I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't have something for a very long time and then you have the ability to have it, people like to overindulge in it until it becomes old.
Mm.
If you don't do it right, then it'll destroy you, I guess. I talked about it earlier.
That's very philosophical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's totally what I was going for. And I mean, I'm going to have a beer. Like I think there's a tradition thing when people retire,
Yeah.
they go a whole year without shaving or getting a haircut to make up for the
Oh.
money they spent.
Oh.
And they-
Okay.
I don't know if that's a real thing, but I
Yeah.
hear about it.
I do want to grow my hair out.
I do
Like,
too.
Yeah. I
I'm-
want to see what I look like with longer hair.
My hair ggets like really curly and
Oh, that'd be cool to see.
yeah, it gets crazy.
But no, I am not gonna facial hair. I don't think it looks good on me. Yeah. So I think I look better with clean shaven.
I've seen you with a goatee and mustache. It looks pretty good.
I disagree, but
Nah,
thank you.
I'll get all the boys out, and then everyone. I'll say that, and everyone will
Well,
agree.
of course they're gonna agree. Like they
They're gonna agree because
yeah.
they agree it genuinely.
I don't know.
It's a genuine thing.
I think I'm more interested in a woman's opinion regarding that than
Nah.
yeah.
Women's opinions. I'm kidding. Joking.
You heard it here first.
Me? An incel? No.
So like, you have not seen this movie
No.
before.
Mm-mm.
What'd you think of it?
I think obviously it being from 2005
Yeah.
and like misogyny and everything else aside,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really entertaining. Like, didn't really keep me bored. Like, I was kind of like you said, trying to like figure out how how they're coming up with like all these clues, and I'm just like, did I fucking miss something? Was I like? I'm pretty sure I was here the whole time. Like, I didn't leave the room.
I was here for the whole hour and 42 minutes.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I don't think I definitely didn't pick it up first time around. The second time around, like part of this movie looks like it's like a CSI episode.
Yeah.
The colors, the way that like the camera looks,
Yellow and blue saturation.
it's just disgusting. It just looks disgusting in some scenes. And when I think about The Nice Guys and how like well lit and well shot The Nice Guys is, I'm so glad we left that era, because I think that grungy, dirty CSI episode look, you have to be a very specific and talented director to nail that. Like,
Smoking Aces did it.
I'm trying to think of Smoking Aces. I just remember that one scene where the chick with the 50 cal sniper just blows away federal agents. That's the only scene I remember from Smoking Aces.
It's a really entertaining movie. Chris Pine's my favorite character in that movie.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah.
It's not Josh Hartnett?
You guys are going to be really interested.
I thought it was Josh Hartnett. I'm thinking
Josh
of
Hartnett might be in it. There's a lot of actors.
I'm thinking of Lucky Number 11.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I get those two mixed up a lot.
There's
Chris
it's an
Pine-
ensemble.
Yeah, Chris Pine goes up to like Ben Affleck after he kills Ben Affleck, and he's like, "It's okay, darling. I
What?
forgive you."
So, forgot what I was going to say.
What I was gonna say is Fight Club. Fight Club and Seven are two movies that like have that like dirty cinematic look, but pull it off.
Yeah, but they keep it's because they keep this one specific shade and stick with it.
That's true. Yeah.
Like this one had multiple. It had blue, it had green, it had yellow. It's like highlighter mustard yellow.
Yeah.
You know? And like what you'd see like a blue Gatorade blue, you know. I don't know.
What were they thinking? What the fuck were they thinking? But I mean,
Sometimes I think,
yeah.
you know, movie people or movie producers or directors, anybody who works in production of a movie,
Mhm.
everybody's an artist, and movie production is an art,
Yeah.
right? Sure. And everybody wants to make things obscure and then call it art.
Mm.
Well, I think that sometimes that's how you stand out, because I think if it's an easy cash grab to make the same or similar thing to, or like an homage to something else, but I think if you can create something your own and you really pull it off. Actually, on the way, I preface this: if you guys had the chance to make your own movie, what type of movie would you make?
Like what genre?
Literally anything. Like if you like, I was thinking about, because on the way over here, for whatever reason, I was thinking about this because I was listening to music. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I'd put this music to.
Oh. Okay.
So on the way over here, I was thinking about our podcast for Ran. And I'm like thinking a modern samurai movie would be really dope.
Mm.
And to make it like distinct, I think it'd be really cool to pair it with because I was listening to Japanese jazz on the way over here, pairing it with like Japanese jazz. So like from like it's modern, but it sounds like it's from like the 1960s.
Okay.
pairing it with that, which I don't know. That'd be really out there, really weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it would hit well.
But
think
the
it'd be more-
assumption here is that imagine you're a talented director
Yeah.
and you only put out bangers. What's your next banger?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's like you made a hit and you're like, damn, that really hit. I gotta do. I mean, look at Scorsese. He's been doing that.
I'm
forever.
doing Star Wars. I'm doing an actually good Star Wars movie about the Old Republic. That's what I'm doing because that's what's missing from my life. Disney's been fucking me for like.
You want a Knights of the Old Republic?
I want Knights of the Old Republic. Maybe not that exact story, not the exact story, but that vibe. And I want to bring Grey Jedi in, the concept of Grey Jedi. It's not gonna be for kids. No, it's gonna be rated R. Fuck your kids.
I
I
wonder,
want my Star Wars.
wonder what politics is behind that keeps us from having these things. Are they
Disney.
holding that in their back
Disney.
pocket?
Money.
Disney.
It's money, dude.
And Disney.
At the end of the day, a
Or-
rated R movie is not going to make as much money as a PG-13 movie because PG-13 is just a bigger audience.
Kids,
So,
toys, everything else.
toys, merchandise, the merch, dude.
Yeah.
The merch, the rides, you got to get a ride out of it. Yeah? You can't have a fucking 7 ride. You can't have a fucking Goodfellas ride.
Jaws?
Maybe there is a Goodfellas ride. I don't know.
Jaws was a movie about murder and death. They made a Jaws ride. But it
You
was
got a
also
point there.
70s.
You got a point there, yeah.
Is Jaws rated R?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it
Oh,
isn't.
wait.
No, it's not.
I
There
think,
wasn't. It was the 70s. There weren't MPA ratings until 1980s.
I think
Yeah.
Jaws caused the creation of the PG-13 rating.
That was Red
No.
Dawn.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right.
Neither that either.
No.
Mm-mm. It was.
I heard that somewhere. Okay, yeah.
was-
What is it?
It was Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. That's actually that's absolutely true. Jaws is known for something. I think.
The first horror movie,
Okay.
technically, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, well, not true because at the same point, 1979, Halloween came out. 1977, I believe, Friday the 13th came out. But this one, Jaws came out in mid 1970s, right? Like
Yes.
5? 76?
I'm actually not
So
sure.
wait, the first modern horror movie was Jaws?
I don't know. It was considered a horror movie. It is to this day still considered a horror movie. Us today, we're like, that's not a horror movie.
It's
Oh,
more
yeah.
like a thriller.
It's a thriller.
Yeah.
And
Or I guess monster movie.
monster movie, sure.
Monster.
A kaiju.
Kaiju. It's the first kaiju.
First American
Um,
kaiju.
Yeah.
Technically, it was Godzilla.
Well, I don't know. What kind of movie do you consider Anaconda? Comedy.
Monster.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, I mean, when you have Ice Cube and
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, I think
John
is-
Voight.
John Voight. Fuck, who else?
What do you consider Congo?
Never seen it.
Oh. Jurassic Park?
Primeval.
What's Primeval?
Another movie about a giant. A movie about a giant crocodile in freaking.
Lake Placid. Is that a horror movie or is it a monster movie?
I think that's more of a horror movie.
Really?
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
That's
That's pure cinema.
That's at cinema, right?
Cinema at its peak.
I got an. I explained. I did explain to a student of mine why I thought Sharknado was actually good,
Yeah.
and we talk about this a lot. It's a movie that doesn't take itself seriously,
Yeah.
and it knows that its characters know that, and its actors know that. And I told them like that's why the movie is good.
Hmm.
It's not good, but that's why it's watchable, and you can't say that it's bad.
Yeah.
You can't say that it's bad because it knows it's
You're
bad.
just having too much fun.
Yeah, it's just about having fun.
It's like a comedian who talks about him like his weight or it's like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
He's really good, but like he's so self-deprecating that you can't use it against him.
Hmm.
He's using it on himself and it's making money. So fuck you.
He puts butts in seats.
Yes.
Yes.
And he-
does.
Dicks in mouths or something. Bags of dicks. That was a joke. You can
Is
eat a
that-
bag of dicks.
Oh, okay. He has a new shit. I just haven't seen it.
It's because he comes out these things and then
he only
and
releases on his platform.
and then only for a
Yeah.
few days too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does like I think 10 days or something like that and takes it off.
I would really want to see a future where he kind of uh I don't know uh uh regains the respect that he had prior to his whole like showing off like his penis to random people and like beating his meat like to like people over the phone or something.
I think
Um
amongst his peers, he still has respect.
I no, he will always have the respect of the comedy of the stand-up community for sure, cuz like just for the sheer fact of like his how prolific he is, how like hard his specials hit like when they released.
He's the only guy
Um
who's able to say the N-word and get away with it.
only white guy.
Only white guys.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. Is there any other white guy who like said the N-word, got away with it? I'm sure there are plenty of them like during pre-Civil War times. I'm sure they all got away with it. But
There's an episode of SNL with Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase, and Chevy Chase is the N-word.
Chevy Chase, I heard, is not a cool dude.
Yeah, I'm sure he says it all the time. Yeah, he is not a cool dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of people don't like working with him.
Speaking of, we were talking about the two movies I wanted to talk about. When we get there. Now I have two.
I think we're there. We're almost there.
If we're there, we're there. I'm there if you're there. There are lines in the movie. We started off like there's a part where Perry, and this is when they found that the car rolls into the quarry or into the lake, whatever, what have you, the pond. And then immediately RDJ tries to go save whoever's in the car.
Oh yeah.
And then Perry tells him, "Stop, what are you doing? Wait." And then hears something. I'm trying to what are you listening to? That sound. Get the keys. And then he shoots the trunk open while he's under there, trying to save the woman. Is like, well, her neck's broken, so that's probably why she's dead. And then RDJ comes out with something smart and says, "Well, actually, you shot her in the head while you're trying to open the trunk. So you actually killed this woman. She probably was alive.
Yeah,
because you heard something. So, yeah. Anyway, then they're going back and forth talking about, leaving the crime scene, taking, leaving her body there or hiding it or whatever, because of the gunshot wound to her head that could lead to him. And then he throws the gun. It's like my $2,000 ceramic Vector.
Yeah,
the one that my mother got me as a gift. It's like, well, I wanted to get rid of the weapon. It's like, what happens when they drag the lake? You don't think they're gonna find my gun? They just leave it there though.
And then they just leave the dead body in the street.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was watching it, and then Johnny came down and he started watching it too. And then he didn't see all the part with the lake. He just saw that they had the dead body and it's in the trunk. And then like they're trying to get rid of it, and then they just drop it off on the side of the road. And he's like, "That's what they're gonna do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess, dude. I don't know."
Isn't it better just to then hide it if someone's gonna find it anyway?
I don't know. I've never killed a body, but if I do, then I'll ask ChatGPT or something. Like, I'll Google it.
I don't think ChatGPT will give you an answer.
Oh, really? Why not?
Yeah, here, pull out your phone real quick.
It's listening right now, so it already has an answer for me. The line there we taught.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what happens if you look up the word idiot in the dictionary? It's like, this is what you'll see, and it says a picture of me. It's like, no, the definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are. I like the way he said that, which you fucking are. The way he says that. It's just so fast, and like, just like really means it. It's like, you're a fucking moron. I've only known you for a couple hours, and I immediately know that you're the dumbest person. And we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where you're sitting by, you're near somebody for like a few minutes. You're like,
no, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely
dumb.
true.
Or I just don't like you.
There are a couple of people like that on the boat. Like when I got to the San Juan, there are a couple of people like that where I immediately knew, like, this guy, I should not fuck with this guy. He's probably just going to waste my time and make my life less interesting by sticking around with him.
Well, I think there's some people like that, like initially. And then like over time, it's like, oh, this guy's actually not that bad. I think kind of like how the movie played out where they kind of became more closer.
Yeah.
We had a guy on the boat. I'm not going to name his name just in case he watches this and, whatever.
Okay.
But he he got to the boat. He's real scummy, and like no one liked him, and everyone was shitty towards him. And then like over time, he turned out to be a really cool dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Comeback story of the century.
it's a comeback story of the century.
I'm trying to think of someone who like I didn't like and then I grew to like. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Most people I don't like just stay unliked. Yeah. And I think that says more about me than them.
Mm.
Maybe I'm just stubborn. Maybe I just don't like to change my opinion.
Maybe you're an awful person.
Maybe I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you lived long enough for you to see yourself become the villain?
I think I got a couple more years left. How old was Heath Ledger before he died?
He's 20.
Oh shit!
He's
Yeah,
in
no, it's over for me.
20s?
It's over.
Pretty sure he was in his 20s. Yeah, he was like 29.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit over that hump now. But yeah.
All right. Well, do we have anything else to say about this? Do you have anything else?
I can't think of anything else. I
Me
wanna
neither.
I wanna hear what the next movie's gonna be.
So, the reason why when you brought up the color
Yeah.
and why I brought up Smoking Aces,
Okay.
because I like the lens flare and the color and the very strong. I don't know. It was really strong. I had another movie.
Energy in that movie.
Aura.
That movie,
Yeah.
that movie, or a completely different gear from action to. I wanted to watch also A Futile and Stupid Gesture.
I don't know what that is.
So that one is a movie about the beginnings of
Uh-huh.
National Lampoon, the origins of National Lampoon, except for it's a comedic story.
Yeah.
It's kind of a crazy telling of how it all began.
What's it called?
A Futile and Stupid Gesture.
A futile
And stupid
gesture.
Starring literally Will Forte.
Oh.
And
When it come out? Is it like old or
came out in 2016, 2015 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that one or Smoking Aces. I'm like, should we go action? We did a comedy already.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I want to go back to action because I don't think when was the last time we did action, even though technically Ron, it was an action, but more of a thriller. But I'm thinking we'll just do Smoking Aces.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with both. I haven't. Smoking Aces is kind of like in the same like realm as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for me because I saw it a long time ago. But I don't remember much about it. So I think it'd be interesting to revisit.
You know what? Now that I think about it, Futile and Stupid Gesture might be a literal futile and stupid gesture to watch.
All right, I'm cool with Smoking Aces.
All right.
Smoking Aces?
Smoking
Be
Aces.
smoking these aces later soon.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Slick.